It's Ray Give TV.
Ray Give TV.
Let's get right to it.
On the witness list.
Yo, Wack, they trying to do him dirty, Wack.
Yeah, what happened the other day? Wasn't he supposed to go in there?
Yeah. All right, see what they talking about now, right? They talking about his one of his attorneys. They said don't even talk like that, but they said after the prosecution said what they said. They said this is a disgrace on the American judicial system because either they got to release this man or retry him again. Because they said it wasn't enough evidence.
I'm confused.
Because they said it wasn't enough evidence to convict him of it.
Wait. Didn't he go to jury trial?
I'm not even sure. I just been seeing clips of this shit.
Found him, makes sense. They found him guilty, right?
That's a fact.
Yes, but they said his lawyer basically said it wasn't enough evidence to convict him
No, his lawyer got
of the act or some shit. They said
his lawyer got to do that in appeal.
Yeah,
He can't come after a jury decision. And as
they said the judge thinking about it. Yeah, they said the judge is thinking about it.
So they're saying that whatever they found him guilty of, the jury, it wasn't enough evidence to find him guilty of that.
Yes, sir.
Lavish, not tripping.
That's what it said. Wack.
I think that's some jargon that did.
Yeah, Lav. They said basically if they consented going to these places, these are 2 or 3 grown adults, right? This
what you missing the point. Listen, this is sentencing.
No, I know it.
All that got to happen after you file for appeal. You can't come in sentencing with appeal shit.
You don't know what you're talking about, Wack.
You get what I'm saying?
You don't even know what you're talking about.
I just told Wack I seen the
No,
clip,
you don't.
Beast. What are you?
You don't know what he's talking about.
Some milk.
So after that,
he just asked me a question about the Diddy shit.
After that,
you get what I'm saying? You can't come in.
Nah, yeah, Wack, I hear you. Yeah, I'm just telling you what his lawyer argued.
What Wack tell you right now? What Wack tell you right now? What did he say?
You tell me what he said, Beast. Since you was here.
I want to know. I want to know what he
Wack
said
just
to you.
asked me a question, stupid.
Oh, how did this
See,
shit
you
go
dumb
to you?
as fuck. You're dumb. Go wash your face and brush your teeth.
I'm trying to figure out like how you think that you knew what Wack was saying when you don't even know what the fuck he was saying.
Bro, he just asked me a question, Beast. A question.
I said, bro, I'm not even yelling at you. I'm asking you a question.
Chill out, bro.
What did Wack say to you that you were like, yeah, you're right?
Why you micing up on me, bro? What time is it in Cali? Like, you acting weird.
8:14.
It's 8:14 in the morning. You loud micing me, bro. We having a conversation.
Oh, you're mad at me for asking you a question?
No, I'm not. I'm not mad at the question. Can you mic down a little bit? Can we talk like mature adults today? Can we not act like children?
Wack. So you asked him a simple question. What did you feel? When he asked you the question? How did you feel about what he said?
We don't.
I don't feel no type of way, nigga.
How in the fuck does an attorney go into a sentencing hearing with an appeal situation?
Like, I'll get the clip for you. Hold on.
You get what I'm saying? That's what's crazy.
Is this paperwork from the attorney saying this, or is just somebody?
Nah. This is just what they said. The lawyer said. They said when he was in there, they said basically the act, that whatever the act is, Lavish, because I don't even know what the act is. They said it wasn't enough to convict him of the charge. So they basically said either who convicted him, bro. So basically they said either free him or give him another trial. That's basically what they're asking.
Well, that's going to come afterwards because it is what it is at this point. So if a motherfucker say you goddamn did some shit, right? They don't got a lot of take it to trial. They find your ass guilty. It don't matter what evidence they got on you or didn't have. The jury said your ass.
Hey, yo, Lavish, that's your big homie right there. That's AK. That's your big homie.
No,
I don't know what all that's about.
Yeah, it just don't.
Hold on, Wack. I put it at the top.
Because this was supposed to have been his sentencing hearing. Like, you can't go on that motherfucker talking about it wasn't enough to find him guilty. If that is your claim, you got to file that. Because it seemed to me like they didn't find him guilty on all charges.
Nah, just that one, I guess.
Yeah. So whatever they was gonna file or try to file, it should have been filed, and if it was recognized, the sentencing date would have been pushed back, and then they would have got into that. But usually, when you going in for sentencing, they gonna sentence your ass, and if you gonna file an appeal, then you file your appeal.
Mm-hmm.
But what's crazy is, did they sentence the nigga?
I don't know, Wack. I think they said the judge was considering what they offered or whatever, and they would be back in court.
No, it's
I
centering
just
next
heard it from the
month.
clip. That's it.
It's sentencing October.
Like I said, Lavish, they basically saying free him or give him another trial. Because they don't think it's enough to convict him of the
They
charge.
can say whatever they want.
That's what they were saying.
That's
They
the
can say
defense
whatever the
team.
fuck
That's what
they
they
want.
posted.
Yeah. I know what Wack's saying. They should have been presented that. I get totally what Wack is saying.
That's why you had a trial. What was the charge they convicted him
And
of?
that's
He
the
did
one that had
sex
him
trafficking,
dead to
right?
The
rights on.
transportation shit, Wack.
The Mann
They had
Act.
him dead to rights.
The Mann Act, yeah.
Yeah, and he paid the people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had him on that one.
So that's what they got him on there.
Yeah, I don't want to know what they talking about there.
But basically, Wack, they were saying if the adults consented, it shouldn't have been that. That's basically what his
Every
team was
adult
saying.
is not a kidnapping. Every adult consented to getting on the plane. It's against the law to pay a motherfucker for sexual acts.
And fly him somewhere.
Yeah, that's what, you get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. If we got audio, the clip at the top.
Yeah, hold on.
Said he was gonna get hit with that one.
Every patient deserves a surgeon they trust. At Sonobello, that trust starts with real experience and real credentials. At Sonobello, we don't shrink fat.
All right, Sean Diddy Combs back in court today in an effort to have his guilty verdict thrown out. Combs is facing sentencing next month for his conviction on prostitution charges. CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman has been following the case and has more from the outside of the courthouse in New York City.
Sean Combs is back in court for the first time since the day of his verdict. Now, Sean Combs ended up being convicted of 2 charges. Those were transportation for the purpose of prostitution charges. He was let off on the more severe charges of sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. But even with these lesser charges, Combs' attorneys arguing that those convictions should be thrown out, or that there should be a new trial if the judge is not willing to do that. This is a hearing on the post-trial motions. The judge is listening to arguments from the parties on these issues. What Combs' attorneys say is that this is an unprecedented use of the Mann Act, the federal law that makes it illegal to transport people across state lines for the purpose of prostitution. They say that these were consenting adults having sex, and that this Mann Act has never been used in this way for conviction. Now, if the judge won't throw out the convictions, they say that a new trial is necessary because of the severe spillover prejudice from reams of inflammatory evidence that was related to those other charges that Combs was ultimately not found guilty on. There is a very high bar for throwing out a jury verdict, so we will see what the judge ends up deciding today, and we will keep you updated. Back to you.
Alrighty.
So, from my understanding, like the Punisher dude was flown in, given instructions on what to do sexually, while dude watched and paid. Ain't that what he testified to?
I'm not sure about that, Wack.
Yeah,
The nigga
yeah,
got on the stage, the
Yeah,
nigga from Harlem.
yeah.
yeah,
That's what he said.
that's him lavish, the dude.
That's what he
Yeah, that's what he
said.
said. Said that he came out first. It was Cassie paying him and all that, and then they got into the whole. They kept doing it over time, and then he realized it was Puffy, and then they just started did a little thing.
Yeah, that's what I think it's two of them.
But Wack, what they mean by it's never been used like this to convict somebody? That's where I'm lost at. Like,
Well, usually I know when Joe Johnson. Well, maybe we could just pull the. I know. I think it's the boxer Joe Johnson. I think that's who it was. Um, he had a white woman that he
Jack
also
Johnson, right?
Jack John. Yeah, he took cross state lines or something, right? Um, and they use it for sex trafficking. I think the Mann Act just got different categories and criteria for it's sex trafficking, pretty much. I think because he paid him. You know that shit. You can't. I guess you're not supposed to be paying for sex, nigga. I guess shit.
I know down here when I had while we you sitting in the courtrooms and stuff, there was somebody who did get in well, they didn't get in trouble, they actually got off from it. They paid for the condom, not the sex act. So that's how he got out of it. Like, you're not supposed to pay for the sex. You're supposed to have the receipt for the condom. So even though you're doing what you're doing, it's ways that you're supposed to beat around it. And the lawyer, like, he got him off because he technically paid for the condom, not the sex.
Well, paying for a condom, paying for a condom. If he would have gave the motherfucker something for services, that's how they get you. But
Right, right.
me, did Puffy and them argue this in trial?
I'm unsure about that part.
Lav, did his
So
team talk about this, Lav?
so he's due to go to. See, that's what threw me off. I knew his sentences was in October. I'm like, why is this nigga back in court in September? So he's back in court trying to.
It's a post trial motion
Yeah.
to
They're not
to to
supposed to.
get it thrown out.
Yeah, get it thrown. Yeah, gotta be.
Yep,
Yeah, because
but
he's
then
basing it
typically
off
if
of the
they
fact that
deny it,
the
then that's when you do the appeal. It's right. It's
You
before
gotta
the
do your
appeal. Huh?
appeal.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Brock.
Yeah.
before the appeal.
Yeah,
Let's
Brock. They
see.
was saying that I was telling Wack that they was
Heard
basically
them on
saying
your
it's
ass,
not
and I can't.
enough.
I had to look it up while they was talking to you because I was like, "Damn,
Yeah,
I've never
yeah,
heard of
The
that
yeah,
thing
bro.
shit."
They was
about
just
this
fucking with
shit
me. Yeah.
is them feds, if dude honored this, it makes a fool out of them in their court.
that's what the
They
that's what the lawyer was saying. Wack. It makes the
Not
court
only
system look
that, it
bad.
sets precedents for the next cases. If a jury says your ass is
yeah.
guilty and we overturn it because you say they have enough evidence, next motherfuckers that come in and get found guilty can do
Yeah.
the same thing.
That's a bad look.
Wack,
Case study.
Wack,
but it's been on the books that they could do that.
You
Yeah.
also got to remember they removed Foamy daughter from the case. Remember?
Now we know
She
that.
was
She was the head
fired. Yeah.
AUSA or whatever.
Hey, Wack, who's
Uh
So
talking to you right now? Who's that talking to you, Wack?
that's Thug. That's Bree Thug.
Oh shit.
stop saying that.
Oh no,
Where my
I ain't gonna
camera
tell
at? Give me a
nobody
second.
else. I won't tell
Let me
nobody
go
else.
get call R&B because you ain't acting
R
She
right.
don't
R&B
follow
left me
nobody else back but
no
you.
nigga. Bree, you ain't heard R&B left me 5 days ago.
No, she didn't. Let me call her. Tell her go back home.
Who is that? Who you talking to? Who is that woman?
That's Bree Crazy, yeah. So, yeah, if they do that, because they already then dropped like 3-4 counts. They do this, boy, they opening up a motherfucking gateway, boy. Them niggas is coming. I'm not saying he right or wrong, but I think they gonna sentence this nigga and then let him come back on appeal. If they do this right now, found guilty by jury, and files and says it wasn't enough evidence for the jury to find me guilty. Oh, nigga. It's a door open. It could be right.
But apparently this normal though. Just most of the time you just see a judge deny it and then you file the formal appeal. But it's just a post-trial motion. Is when you got them high dollar lawyers, you know.
You don't think that's just what money can do?
Oh,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Absolutely. This wouldn't have happened on no trial for me. We would have been already just getting sentenced. I wouldn't have had the money to keep paying them niggas. He's still paying.
See, Wack, that's why I gave you the clip, because I ain't understand that shit.
You was popping that high-powered motherfucking shit right now.
No, I
Stop acting
wasn't,
like
bro.
that weirdo shit right
Bro,
now,
me and
bro.
Wack been having a conversation. You're just being a fucking dickhead as
Did they
usual.
take 6ix9ine in custody? Is it 25th, baby? 23rd? What day that nigga was supposed to go in?
Oh, so he had to turn himself in?
Stupid nigga violated his probation again.
Yeah, well, I knew he did the second one. He did that when I was in Miami when he had that fight in the mall. He already had the one where they raided the house. Then he had the fight in the mall, but the nigga told me they wasn't gonna charge it. But I seen yesterday that the courts know about it. A nigga called him a rat. They rushed him. He lucky because the little nigga drew down on all of them. He could have popped him. You know, you in Florida, stand your ground state.
Yeah.
So, man, they brought it up. That fight in the mall. So he got that.
Dropper coming down. We low. Let me know what y'all think about the grade A premium content. What? We gonna run it up and run it up and run it up then for show. Keep that notification bell turned on. I will deliver 24/7 around the clock. You already know, but until next time, it's your boy Ray giving them gone. God bless. Peace.